What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Take Two Tough. Right now I'm out in Hawaii with it, chilling on this beautiful day. Let me show y'all. Just getting some sunlight. But I just wanted to come on here and just talk about chasing your dreams. And before you even chase your dreams, it starts with the identifying process. Identify what your dreams are. Identify who you want to become. Because once you identify that, everything else after that becomes easy, because after that it's just simplifying everything. Now that you identify what your dream is, you got to make a plan. How can I achieve this plan in X amount of time, X, to live this type of lifestyle that I want to live? A lot of people overanalyze and think too much about stuff, and even myself, I do that as well. The dream life, or a lot of the things that you might want to experience in life or you want to achieve in life, you might think it's so far to reach, but if you actually formulate a plan on how you can become free and how you can live your dream life, it's still hard, but it's definitely doable. And it comes with making a strategic plan and formulating it to where you are at in life. My plan as a 23-year-old living in Hawaii may not be the same plan as a 55-year-old with a pension who just retired, or a 35-year-old who's going through a career transition. Everybody's plan is not going to be the same, but if you make a plan tailored to your life on what you got going on and how you can make stuff work for you, you can get super far ahead versus just going along with the status quo and going along with your daily life and not ever making a plan, just going to work and doing the same routine every day until one day you just get tired of it. If you know your plan is not to work forever, why are you not now formulating a plan to how you can not work forever? If you know that you do want to work but you want more fulfilling work, why would you stay in a dead-end job until you get to the point where you just want to quit? You need to start formulating that plan now so you don't ever get to that stage of burnout, or you don't ever get to a point where you just hate your life and now it's time for change. If you can see ahead, why would you not plan ahead? If you can see ahead, plan ahead, and be ahead of the problems in your life. You see people around you, they're not able to retire. You see people around you, they're not in good health. What do you think that came from? What do you think where they're at in life, where that came from? It came from the decisions they made years ago. It came from the decision to not eat healthy. It came from the decision to not work out. It came from the decision to not save money. It came from the decision to not do the things that is beneficial in the long term, but do the things that is beneficial in the short term. It's gonna feel good to eat that cake. It's gonna feel good to not go run that mile. It's gonna feel good to not drink water, but drink some soda, drink some alcohol. It's gonna always feel good. And that's why people need to learn, especially in this generation, on how to delay gratification. Usually the thing that feels good in the moment is the stuff that's gonna hurt you in the future. And the thing that sucks now, that's the thing that's gonna make your life better in the future. Do you think when I wake up and I go run, I'm excited to go run? Sometimes I am, I'm not gonna lie. But sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like running today, but I still do it because I know that it's good for me. I know that it's good for my heart. I know that it's good for my lungs. I know that it's gonna help me live longer. It's just overall good for my body. Same with eating fruits, same with eating healthy foods, same with getting sunlight. It's good for your mental health. You gotta break stuff in life down like that. What is this gonna help me do? It's the little things, like me just sitting out here getting some sunlight. I'm improving my mental health. I'm improving my overall outlook on life because I'm getting vitamin D. And some people, they might not even think of it like that. Some people might be like, oh, it's too hot outside. It might be too hot, but just go outside and enjoy the day. Look at the nature. Some people don't even go outside in nature and look at mountains and look at grass and go touch some grass. That's why they be so depressed, and that's why they hate life, because they not figuring out a plan on how to get ahead of what they're feeling. If you feeling depressed, you gotta get ahead of that. You gotta get in front of that. You gotta notice the signs. You gotta say, hey, I feel this way. I wanna change my life and I wanna feel a different way. How can I make that happen? How can I make that shift in my life? And then once you realize you wanna make that shift and you start looking how, that's when your life starts to take off, because you start realizing that the power is in your hands to change your life. No one else has the power to change your life except you. If your life is not changing, it's because you're not changing. If you're not getting better, it's because you're not working to get better. And if you are working to get better and you're not seeing change, maybe reevaluate what you're doing to get better, see what you can tweak, and maybe it's just not that time yet. Maybe you putting in the work and it's just not showing yet. When I first started going to the gym, it took me a few months to see real results where I'm like, dang, I'm getting bigger. But if I would have quit that second day when I was sore and I ain't never been to the gym and I was like, I'm not trying to lift heavy weights, I'm not trying to be a fucking gym bro, I'm not trying to be bulky, and I would have just quit on myself. But now, years later, I see the results of what the gym can do for you, and I stuck it through. And that's how you got to see everything in life. Everything in life is not going to feel good in the moment, especially if it's worth having. It's things in this life that people want that's worth having, but they will never have it because they're not going to put in the work. That's what separates the winners from the losers. That's why there's less winners. There's less people on the top than there are people on the bottom. And the reason for that is because what it takes to get to the top, most people are not willing to do. And I'm not talking about the unethical stuff that these billionaires and all these trillionaires and people are doing. I'm talking about the winners who are doing it ethically. Those people, they play the game the right way. They doing the right thing. You can be like that. You can make it to the top. And the top is different for everybody. To me, the top is not being one of the richest men in the world. That's not a goal for me. Some people want to be so rich and they want to have all these material things. I just want to be free. My goal is to own a house debt free, own my car debt free, and be able to travel the world and go see new things and be able to spend time with my family and not be attached to a job. That's what freedom and that's what a great life looks like to me. But everybody's vision of a great life is not the same. And that's why you have to figure out your vision. Because if you don't figure out your vision, someone is going to make a vision for you. Someone's going to make a vision for your life if you don't make a vision for yourself. Oh, you don't know what you want out of life? Oh, come work for my company and make me richer. Oh, you don't know what you want for your life? Come sweep the floors at my company. Come sit in my jail. People going to make a vision for your life if you don't make a vision for your life. Because by you not planning and making a vision for your life, anything can happen. You're not going anywhere without a vision. You like this. You swaying, you drifting. That's what they talk about in this book. It's called Outwitting the Devil. I'm pretty sure it's by Napoleon Hill. Y'all should check it out. He talks about people who drift through life and they don't have a vision. They don't know what they want. And that's how the devil gets you, because you don't have a vision and you don't have nowhere that you see yourself going. You're going to sway through life and you're just going to make the decisions that aren't beneficial for you. And the reason why they're not beneficial for you because they're not leading towards anything. If you want to do something, you have to have a plan and a vision and a way that you're gonna get there. But if you don't have no vision, you just want to coast through life. Oh, I'm just living, and it's okay to enjoy life. But oh, I'm just living is not a good answer, because if you just living, you have no end result for what you want your life to look like. So anything can happen in your life, and you just gonna roll with the punches, and your life is just gonna look like how it looked. That's not how I want my life to be. If that's how you want your life to be, but I want my life to have some substance. I want to impact people. I want to live. I want to actually live. I don't want to be attached to a job. I don't want to just spend my whole life working and not ever enjoying it. That's why I go outside and I enjoy nature, because this is one of those free things in life that God has put here that you can just go enjoy. You don't have to pay. I'm just outside. I'm getting some sunlight. I'm looking at mountains. I feel good. I'm about to go get some fruit after this. It really amazes me that some people don't have a vision for their life. Life is just too precious and too short for you not to have a vision. I'm not saying you gotta be the richest. I'm not saying you gotta be this big philanthropist. I'm not saying you gotta impact all these people. But what you want out of this life, you gotta have something you want, man. You gotta have something in your heart, and you might not know it yet, that just is burning. And that desire that you want to get in this thing we call life. You gotta have that. You have to have that. If you don't, yeah, you just haven't found it. What do you want to do? You gotta just continue to ask yourself that question. Who do I want out of life? Who do I want to become? Who do I want to be remembered as when it's all said and done? And I talked about this too. Do it for you. Don't do it for other people. I want to build a legacy, because the truth is, people will not remember you when you die. Maybe your immediate family, but the people in your family after your immediate family, your name's gonna diminish. People aren't gonna remember you like that. You weren't that important. I'm not even gonna lie. You could have did all these things. There's people that were famous celebrities, quote unquote, back then in the days that we don't even remember who they are. Somebody might, but we don't. Don't live for anyone else. Don't live to please other people. Don't live, oh, I gotta leave a legacy, I gotta do X, Y, Z. Live for you. If that's what you want to do, you do it. But if it's something that you don't want to do and you just living to please others, that's not fulfilling. So that's really all I really want to talk about in this video. Honestly, people need to identify their dreams, and once they identify their dreams, they need to plan, and they need to make a strategic plan and make it fit and tailor towards what they want to get out of this life. Nothing is unachievable. Everything is possible. If you can see it, you can achieve it. So go after it. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.